There are five main types of chemical reactions. The first one is synthesis. Synthesis is when two elements or when two components are combined with each other to form a new substance. Combining. Decomposition is the opposite of synthesis. When you have a substance or a compound that is breaking apart into two materials or two elements or maybe one element and a molecule, one element and a compound, whatever, it's breaking down. Combustion means burning a hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon is carbon whatever number, so X means whatever number, hydrogen whatever number, sometimes oxygen. This is a hydrocarbon. A hydrocarbon is the compound that has carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. When you burn it with oxygen O2 burning, it always gives you CO2 and water. After doing it, you have to balance the equation. Single displacement or single replacement, when one element replaces another element in a compound. So whenever you see an element and a compound, and this element will replace other element in a compound, it's called single replacement. Double displacement, when you see two compounds and they will double replace each other. So this means this element will replace another element in another compound and the same goes for the other side. Now let's go for the examples. Synthesis, the first one, get here. Two elements. Oxygen is an element because it's a gas, so that's why we write it as diatom, O2. Okay, Fe and O, two elements. They are going to combine, so you write FeO. Oxygen is -2 because it's in group number 6. Fe will be given to you. In this example, I will give it as +2. So +2 and -2 cancel out each other. So this is the answer. FeO. Then you have to balance the equation. One Fe, one Fe, two oxygens, one oxygen. So I multiply this by 2 and I changed Fe. So multiply Fe on the other side by 2. The second example, Ag plus Cl2 combining. Ag has a charge of +1 and also will be given to you. Cl, you must know it, it's in group 7, so it's -1. They cancel out each other. So AgCl, silver chloride. Okay, Ag11, Cl2 and Cl1. So I multiply this side by 2, then multiply the Ag by 2. 2Ag, 2Ag, 2Cl, 2Cl. Decomposition. We have some rules in decomposition. Whenever you see CO3, it will decompose to produce CO2 gas. So CO2 gas is definitely one of the products here. Plus, what is left? One oxygen and Ca. So CaO. That's it. And it's already balanced. Fe2O3, it will be decomposed into Fe. And of course, oxygen gas, since it's a gas, so O2. Okay, then you have to balance Fe2 and Fe1 here, so times 2, oxygen 3, oxygen 2, so multiply this by 3. You have 6 oxygens on this side, and if you multiply this side by 2, you will have 6 oxygens on this side. But we changed the Fe. Fe on this side now is 4, and I will change this Fe to 4. Fe, now it's balanced. Okay, move to the combustion part. Whenever you see a hydrocarbon with oxygen, so there are two answers or two products, CO2 and water, H2O. The same here, CO2 and H2O, then you have to balance it. Start with carbon, C, then hydrogen, H4, H2, so multiply this by 2. Now H4, H4. The last is oxygen. On this side we have 2 oxygens. On this side we have 2 and 2, so we have 4 oxygens. We can multiply this by 2, 4 and 4. Okay, the second one, C2, C1, so multiply this by 2. Hydrogen 5, hydrogen 2. If you multiply this side by 5, so we have 10 hydrogens on this side, and multiply this by 2, 10 hydrogens on this side. Okay, we changed the carbon, so carbon on this side is 4. You have to erase this 2 and write 4. This is the arrow 4. Now 4 carbon, 4 carbon, oxygen, the last one. Look at here. 2 and 2 oxygens. We have 4 oxygens on the left side. And on the right side, we have 8 here and 5. 8 plus 5 is 13. So 13 on the other side. 13, and here we have 2 and 2. So if you multiply this by 5, no, not by 5, by 11 over 2, look at this. 11 over 2, this means on this side, 11 plus 2, so it's 13. And the other side is 13 as well. It's okay if you feel it's a bit hard, it's okay. You will practice it. Single displacement. One element replaces another element. They should have the same sign. So Mg is metal, so it's positive, plus 2. Hydrogen is plus 1. Cl is minus 1. So Mg will replace hydrogen. MgCl, and it kicked the hydrogen out. Since it's out, it's pure element, so it's a diatom, H2. Do not forget to write the charges. Plus 2, minus 1, crossover, MgCl2. Then you can balance the equation. Br has a negative charge because it's a non-metal. It's on the right of the periodic table. Ag is positive 1, I is negative 1. So in this case, Br will replace I because negative replaces negative, positive replaces positive. I always start with the positive in writing the compounds. So Ag with Br, do not write this 2, plus I. Since I is a halogen, we write it as I2. Plus 1 minus 1, they cancel out each other. Then you can balance the equation. Same goes for double replacement. Step 1 in double replacement is to writing the charges. Ba in group 2, so it's plus 2. Cl group 7 minus 1. Na plus 1 group 1. Br group 7 minus 1. Now, Ba, let's start with Ba, this is positive, and replace it with the other negative, with the other positive. So Ba would replace the Na. Now Ba with Br, okay, positive, negative, plus 2, negative 1, cross over, Br2, plus, start with the other positive, which is Na, Na, and Cl. Plus 1 minus 1, they cancel out each other. Do not write these numbers here. Let's move to the last example. Ca in group 2, so it is plus 2. We know NO3 is minus 1, it's a polyatomic ion, minus 1. These are the polyatomic ions. You have to memorize them. And you must know that never ever separate the atoms. And remember, try always to remember the charges. Okay, so NO3 is -1, K is +1, OH is a polyatomic ion, it's -1. Now start with the positive Ca with the other negative OH, write the charges +2, -1, cross over CaOH2 plus the other positive, which is K, with what is the other negative here? NO3. So K with NO3, right? NO3 plus 1, -1. They cancel out each other. And this is the total equation. Positive, negative, positive, negative. I always start with the positive, then the negative, then the other positive, then the negative, then write the charges and cross over. The last thing you have to know is to balance the equation.